Go, go, go!
There's a love and there's a passion for the sport.
Are you a champion?
Yes!
I raise nothing but little champions.
I'm Deion Sanders, Super Bowl. World Series, I played in both. There's nothing like being on a championship team, but the team that means the most to me, my family. There's no sweeter victory than motivating my kids to reach for their dreams. But some parents take it way too far and are in serious need of a new game plan. I'm on a mission to restore a healthy balance to families on the brink of crisis. They don't know I'm coming, and when I pay a surprise visit, anything might happen. So hang on, it's prime time for a reality check. This is Sports Dads.
Hi, I'm Robert.
Hi, I'm Michelle.
And we are the Gonzales family.
Pressure, pressure! Pressure the ball, pressure the ball! Don't let the ball out! Come on, ladies, you gotta get on the shirt! The game's not over!
Eva's involved competitively in soccer.
Winning means to me being able to go out there and have fun and do what you love to do and do it how you know how to do it.
Relax, Eva, relax!
I wish I was a little bit more like her when I was actually playing sports because her work ethics are crazy.
Good, go, go, go! Dale, dale!
Soccer is a lifestyle. There's a love and there's a passion for the sport.
There you go, Carla! Follow her, Eva, follow her! Hustle! Let's go! Bring it, Eva, bring it!
I want to see her succeed, but at the same time, I don't want to see her struggle or something that might not bring her the happiness that I know that she deserves.
Eva, you gotta make those count, Eva!
I didn't make her love the sport. She loved being around Dad. She loved the time with Dad, which gave her the passion to step on the field and develop and play the sport.
Robert is obviously committed to building Eva's character. But over the years, I've learned that too much tough love, even with the best intentions, can sometimes lead to heartbreak.
I think sometimes she definitely feels the pressure.
Just because you're sick doesn't mean that you don't perform.
Sometimes I do feel that sometimes she just needs a break because she does so much.
In life, you're gonna find yourself in situations that you have to do things that you don't like in order to succeed. You have to always stay focused, and you always need to deliver.
If she makes a decision to let me down, she's the one that's gonna suffer from that decision.
I'm the last person to underestimate the value of hard work. But you can't forget that training a kid like they're an adult can be the quickest route to permanent burnout.
One of her most difficult trainings is hills.
Yes! Yes! Go! Let's go!
And they'd have to do a mile with a buddy on her back.
You gotta want it! Go! Push! Push! You're not digging, woman. Let's go! Life is about choices. Those who make right choices go places. Those who don't. It's easy. It's that simple.
It's kind of overwhelming sometimes by the way he pushes you. It's not just like you can go and do whatever you want. He's like, you're gonna do this and you're gonna do this and you're gonna do it right.
A physical training session might be an hour long. An hour of a training like that, and you feel like you've been doing it for months.
Push! Fast!
Woo!
Keep it! Go! Ain't no time to wrestle. Those moving people, you go through them. No wait for them to move.
One thing that we don't do in this family is quit.
Who are you?
Eva Gonzalez.
Let's go. Come on, let's go. We'll move like an Eva. Move like an Eva. Let's go. I'm getting tired of that. The attitude. That needs to leave. It needs to leave. If you mess up, focus, get back into it. That's attitude. That's unwarranted. You know what that does? It takes time. It takes time for you to go, and it's taken away from your training on the ground.
When a child says, I can't, I'm done, that's really when the pressure, the hard pressure from me really steps in.
Just because you got your little hormones going on and you got feelings going on in your body that you don't understand, that doesn't mean that you don't need to come out from in here. Lift your legs. Look at that, now we got tears. Uh-huh. You gotta control what's upstairs, or it's gonna control you. You understand?
Yes, sir.
I don't raise quitters. Eva, you're showing signs of all sorts of weakness. Why?
I feel like crap.
But guess what we're gonna do?
Keep going.
That's right.
It's bad sometimes.
I know that you're sick.
But
Champions aren't made if people don't try, Eva. You gotta muster up the energy to be a champion. Are you a champion?
yes!
Wipe that stuff off your face then. I raise nothing but little champions.
But in the end, it's like I'm sacrificing to do great and set an example. And it's hard sometimes.
Coming up next on Sports Dad.
They need to get together as a family.
Do you ever concern yourself with her just wanting to be a kid?
I'm doing it for them and for myself to be better.
You're carrying a heavy burden.
Eva is a very talented soccer player, who in my opinion is being pushed way too hard. So Robin's brother Mike decided to reach out to me to see if I could help.
Well, I wrote into the show because I feel like it's important to find that balance. And sometimes sports becomes too much of a priority. They need to get together as a family, you know, a little bit more sometimes, and just enjoy each other's presence.
After Mike contacted the show, we had him get his whole family together so I could come in and handle the rest.
Hey, guys.
Uncle Mikey!
Hello, hello. Guys, I just want you to know that I love you very much. And I've been talking with a friend of mine who's here today. I want you to meet.
What's going on?
Hey!
Prime time himself.
I don't think I've ever been speechless in my life. I was just like, oh my goodness, what's going on?
Well, Mike has told me a lot about everybody, and I heard Eva is like that. That's meaning you're really good, and you accomplish some tremendous things. So that, as you know, behind every public success, if there's not enough balance, it's gonna be private struggles. And I wanna make sure we had that all, take care of that. So I wanna talk to you collectively as well as individually, so we could get to the bottom of some things and some issues to ensure that she has a wonderful, blessed life. So I want to kind of go one-on-one with you. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
If we could talk, kick it, chat a little bit? Come on, girl. There you go. All right, come on.
I really love my family. I want to see the best for them. Ultimately, that's what this is all about. Trying to take a step back and remembering what's important, I think, is key. And I'm hoping that today is the catalyst for that.
You enjoy sports?
Yes, I do. I love it.
Why?
Because it's where I express myself. It's a time where I can express my passion and how I feel.
You're a determined little woman.
Yeah.
So do you ever think about not being able to live up to expectations?
I have sometimes. For my soccer games, if I don't do good, I'm like, oh my God, I didn't do good. And it's like, next game is going to be 10 times better. And it's just, yeah.
Expectations, your busy schedule. Has your dad set goals for you?
Yes, he has. He's set like my running goals, where I'm supposed to get to for sports, and it's like I'm gonna get there, and I'm pushing myself because my dad is just there to help.
You ever get burnt out?
Sometimes I feel like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I don't feel like doing
And you're
this.
so young.
Yeah, my body hurts sometimes. It's like, oh, I can't go, and it's like push myself, I can do it.
You ever feel like just being a kid?
Sometimes I'm like, oh, come on, let me go play with my friends, let me go do this. But it's like sacrifices you gotta do to be able to make yourself great.
So what kind of things that you would like to do as a kid, just normalcy to you?
You know, like going to the movies with my friends, you know, going to the mall, going to hang out with them, all that stuff.
Well, normal kids don't really go to Bolivia.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Tell me about that.
Well, I went down there for a month and a half. I stayed and trained with the boys team. I was nervous, like, what's gonna happen? What's gonna go on? Am I gonna be as good as these people? And it's like
Then you thought
reality.
about, well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be away from my family as well.
Yeah, that hurt me the most. It's like he's gotten so much bigger. She's gotten so much bigger. And it's like, where's my mom?
Talk to me about it.
It's like before I left, me and my mom got so close. And she wasn't there and I couldn't talk to her. And it's just like, who am I supposed to talk to?
Can you go to your dad and say, I don't want to do this?
Yeah, but he's there and he says, it's a sacrifice, babe. It's something you gotta do.
Do you think at times your dad is too tough on you?
Sometimes he is, yes.
Explain.
I set the example now, and they're looking up to me, so I have to be like, we gotta do that, and it's...
You're so young, but yet so mature, and you're carrying a heavy burden. That weight, that pressure, it mounts on you. Privately, when you're alone, you just sometimes cry alone.
Yeah.
And those are tears of?
It comes from not being able to see them grow sometimes, and like, not always being there.
If you could have your dream a day, just a day, because I heard you're really fond of nature, what would it be like?
I'd be out. I like being on the boat, so, you know, being in the middle of like a river and like having the view around me, and it's just beautiful having my family there and all having the time together.
No sports?
No sport.
Coming up next on Sports Dads.
Give me an example of motivating and give me an example of anger.
I don't really get angry on the sideline.
You don't yell?
That competitive spirit is what really drives that type of emotion.
My talk with Eva is something I'll never forget. Her maturity was very special for a kid, and I picked up on something I wasn't expecting. I think I got a better idea of what was at the root of her pain. Now, it's time for a chat with Mom and Dad. Do you ever concern yourself with her just wanting to be a kid?
You know, there's still that pressure, but not as constant as it was. But you know what? She knows now that we're getting ready to take another step. She has goals that she wants to achieve, and she's not going to achieve those goals if that pressure is not there for her to be the best that she can be.
Think about this. When we're watching our kids play, and we're on the sideline, and we yelling, and I have to examine myself, why am I angry?
I'm motivating.
Give me an example of motivating, and give me an example of angry.
I don't really get angry on the sideline.
You don't yell?
I do yell, but it's a positive thing.
Does she know that?
It's therapeutical for me.
For you. But does she know that?
Absolutely.
Hustle!
Bouncing all over the place.
Eva, you gotta step in there sooner. Let's go. Bring it, Eva, bring it. Let's go.
On the sideline, there isn't ever anything that's stated that has a negative connotation. If I'm angry or upset at the way that...
Run, Eva!
Yeah, that's motivating. Is that negative?
Run, Eva!
Well, you have to be heard.
You ever run across that you wanted a little more than they wanted at that particular time, and you find yourself emotional?
That competitive spirit is probably what really drives that type of emotion.
You're thinking about how practice went. You're thinking about how your date went. Now you have no time for one another. Forget the kids. What would you two do?
Well, that's a question that there's been no thought behind.
Let's talk. What would you want to do with her? What would you want to do with him?
It's hard for me to fathom that because
That's the balance part of it.
Yeah.
Because to start taking time away from you and him, and now there's disconnect, there's discord, because everything is built around the kids.
Yeah.
The two individuals that need to be happy and need to be at peace, if they're not at peace, it's hard to place that into the kids.
I'm working 3 jobs just to be able to do the things that I collectively can for the family.
I understand. If you wanted to make a schedule that's applicable to your family, that makes it work for all of them, you can. You can. But you're a man of order and structure. All of us work. All of us have responsibilities. But if you want this to work, you got to put as much time into this. You got to put as much time into that as you do into those kids, or it won't work.
I agree with that.
But the problem is, are we willing?
You know, just because of everything that I have on my plate, I feel overwhelmed, and I feel like I have to work, because what it boils down to is this. Eva plays select ball. That has a price tag of $3,000.
It keeps coming back to money, man.
Oh, it is. But money is what allows these.
And money also is the #1 contributor of divorce.
What do I do? Take the back seat? Stay home all the time?
You guys think you can keep functioning like this as long as you can? The baby, what, he's 8, 9? How long is that gonna happen?
So you mean to tell me that if two parents don't see eye to eye and they choose to be separated, that their children will not have some of the...
No, I'm not saying that whatsoever. But what I'm saying is just two parents that don't see eye to eye because they will not sit down and make sacrifices for one another, because I still see love and a lot of pain and a lot of hurt. But I do know a person named forgiveness.
Does he have a last name?
Yeah. Now.
Next on Sports Dads.
Sometimes it's good to be prime. I get the hookup.
When he surprised us, it was great.
Just be with the family with no sports or anything. It was amazing.
After sitting down with our sports parents, I was afforded the opportunity to see the driving mechanism behind the intensity of Eva's training.
The hurt, the pain, it's been going on for so long, it's escalated to the point that you're closed. If there's a ray of hope, I would just pray that you guys allow love to be.
I guess finding that again would be the challenge now between her and I.
It starts with communication.
Yeah. It starts with a lot of things.
Yeah. Your kids ain't crazy. They see, they feel, they understand tension, they understand love, they understand commitment, they understand passion. We gotta look at each other and get it together. Look at her. Can you look at her? Look at her right now, please. Please. Look at her.
I understand her pain. I mean, I understand her pain.
Please. That's a mama that's crying out. That's a father that's crying out. There's someone right there that wants to be loved, appreciated, accepted. There's a man that wants to be loved, appreciated, accepted for the sacrifices you both made. And you're so caught up in the kids that you forget each other. Because we gotta break that cycle.
What's the cycle?
It's a cycle of just living a lie. That we're happy at the game because that's what we've turned our focus to. But soon as the game over, the pain is there. We're trying to mask our pain. The reason I can talk about it, because I've been there and done that. And I'm there at times. That's why I gotta have balance.
What made me sad was the fact that, you know, Robert and I don't get to spend that much time together.
What do I think my family needs most? Time together. Because of the schedule. Yeah, time together. Sorry. It's hard. At the price to be somebody. It's hard.
You guys gonna be all right. I got a funny feeling about that.
As long as he listens to me, I mean,
There
that's
you
all
go.
that matters.
There you go.
From this day forward, I anticipate that our sports family will continue to heal and mature into the tight-knit unit that a family should be.
I gotta be honest with you now. Sometimes it's good to be prime. I get the hookup. I've been booed by hundreds of thousands, but other times it's a good thing, okay? Y'all ready? I heard you like nature.
Yes.
So I'm gonna hook you up a little bit.
All right.
He surprised us with the aquarium, going through to see all the animals, and I thought it was really cool.
Cool. When he surprised us, it was great because it was able for us to be able to spend time together and see reactions from my kids that we haven't gotten a chance to be able to do for a long time.
Being able to do that, going out and just be with the family with no sports or anything, it was amazing.
she lit up. It was time for her just to relax and kind of like, in a sense, of be a kid again.
One thing I think that will change is maybe us being together a little more.
There are going to be things that are going to be taken from this experience. We're going to implement them collectively as a family.
Foliage isn't really necessarily.
My favorite part about the exhibit was seeing the iguanas, having like them go up the arm and then them changing colors. It was really cool.
I can't tell them enough how much I love each and every one of them. I love them a lot.
Guys, we had a tough day, but we learned a lot about balance.
No crying, no crying.
No crying, no crying. And focus. We don't win them all, do we? But we don't lose them all, do we? But we don't give it our all. That applies in sports as well as family. Let's just get back focused, rededicate ourselves, and guess what? Sports is wonderful, but after sports is over, family is what it's all about.
If he can touch one person, which our family might be the one, he needs to continue.
He's amazing, and it was so cool to meet him.
Just a big thank you to Deion for taking the time out of his day to be about family and bringing family together. I think is awesome.
There's no question in my mind that all the time, energy, and attention we give our kids will only be as fruitful as the respect and love we show our spouse. The effort we make in our marriage is crucial in having a healthy relationship with our kids.
Gonzalez on 3. You count them off, baby.
1, 2, 3.
Gonzalez!
Yeah!
1, 2, 3.